Okay, so John, it's good to see you again. We have talked about we're coming to the end of our sessions, and it looks like we've reached that point. I really enjoyed working with you and going through this process with you.
It has been a process. I mean,
has.
like for months we've been getting together now, and it was just scary. You don't know what you don't know,
Mhm.
and part of the thing I had to accept is that I got myself here, and that at the end of the day it was me and me alone, and that's been one of the hardest things I've had to figure. Well, I've had to accept it.
How do you feel about your progress with the support group? Do you think that that has helped you?
That has been. It was hard to have to walk in and sit down with a group of people you don't know and just fully start talking. That's hard. But yes, to answer the question, it's been helpful to know that you're not walking that road alone.
Is that something you think you'll continue to engage in, or do you
I
think,
probably will. Yeah.
okay, that's good to hear. I think that would be good for you.
Yeah.
How are things progressing with your family?
That. I mean, I don't know how to answer that because I've not been around the family, all at once.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around them individually, and on the whole, they have been supportive.
Good.
It's not always been, the most congenial about all of this and nice about all of this. But I think part of that is because they truly do care and love me, care about me, and they love me. But I think the kind of the measuring point or the uh, Thanksgiving's around the corner,
Mhm.
and we'll all get together. Our house was always the house where the entire family shows up. About 45 of us, and we just have a great time together. So that's going to be hard to walk in that home, the home I grew up in,
Mm-hmm.
and know that everybody's there. And at the end of the day, all eyes are going to be on me because everybody knows, even the members of the family that I haven't seen. So it's going to be hard.
You think overall they're going to be pretty supportive of you?
I think on the whole, I mean, hey, it's 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, I'm out and loud and proud, and I ain't changing.
Right.
I'm taking my big gay butt up in there, and I am going to be me. And if they don't like it, we can be Christmas and Easter only, and Thanksgiving.
This is really a change from when we first started. I know you were really scared and angry, but it's good to see that you're kind of accepting it is what it is.
I mean, it is, and I've got to learn to live with it. I'm going to the doctor regularly and doing all the checkups
Mm-hmm.
and everything they're telling me to do. And that's in one of our sessions, I told you I was suicidal, and
Mm-hmm.
that is a far change from where I am today. Because I really, I tried it once, to commit suicide,
Mm-hmm.
and you showed up at like 2 a.m. at the hospital. That like meant the world to me. I don't even know who called you, but you were there, and that one thing that showed me is that you actually really did care,
Well,
and that meant a lot to me.
I do care. We've talked a lot about your friend John and how supportive he's been throughout this whole process.
Yeah.
And how he's really been there for you, which I think is good. And he's continued to be there for you, even through all the hard stuff.
Yeah, he's going to come to Thanksgiving, so that'll be
good.
good. He will be there with me.
Good. That'll give you that extra shoulder
Yeah.
in case you need it.
Mm-hmm.
How are you with your other friends that we've talked about throughout these sessions? I know there was your one friend that was a drug addict.
Oh, Rhonda.
Yeah, that we did
She
get her some
is-
help.
Well, in one of the sessions, I don't remember which one, I asked you about getting her help, and you helped me with that. And, a group of us did, we did like the intervention, on the TV show.
Mhm.
We got together, and she is in rehab now. And I think she's doing good. I haven't been to see her, but I think she is doing good. I hear from her family that she
Oh, good.
is. So that's good.
And it really says a lot about you that you stepped up to help a friend that was in need when you were having such a hard time in your own personal life.
Mm.
That speaks volumes about the type of friend and person that you are.
Well, she and John have been with me through like everything, and I would be devastated if something happened to him. I really would.
What about your job?
You know, I'm thankful I still have a job. You know, working for a boss who is openly stated, you know, he didn't use the words, but does not like gay people,
Mm-hmm.
has been on so many levels very gracious. Is it a perfect environment? No. You know, there are people there that still will not shake my hand. You know, they see me coming and they go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Some people still won't talk to me, but on the whole, there's a lot of people there who are very supportive.
You did tell me that your boss told you that if you needed time off, just to let him know. He was really forthcoming with that offer.
I mean, yeah, and see, that's the thing. For him for me to know what he has stated about the homosexual community, and then for him to come and say, and he told me that, he said, whatever you need, you will have it. I mean, that spoke volumes to me. So maybe part of why I'm going through this is to educate other.
It could be.
I mean, I don't know. I know I did it to myself, but maybe I can take this bad experience and turn it into a positive experience.
Yeah. I know the supplemental insurance that we've found has helped.
Yes, thank you so much.
How are you doing as far as financially, as far as your doctor's appointments and being able to afford your medication and everything? Are you doing okay, or do we need to look at other options?
The medication is still expensive, even with the supplemental. But with like the doctor's offices and things, if there's samples that what the pharmacy companies have,
Mhm.
they'll give me as many samples as they can.
Oh, good.
So I'm very thankful for that. But it's just still a stretch, but I'm managing.
Okay.
And on some of the doctor's visits, the co-pays won't cover it, so you'll have out of pocket, and they're letting me pay all of that out. So I'm very thankful.
Oh, okay. If you run into trouble, you might reach out to the support group. They may have resources that I don't know about or have access to, as far
Okay.
as being able to help you with those extra expenses that they get kind of a little unbearable for you.
Okay.
What about, I know that you have met someone and you've been seeing him for a couple of months now.
His name is Mike.
How's that going?
He is a beast. He's incredible.
Is he?
We just love each other.
And how does he feel about your diagnosis?
Well, I had to be open about it
Which is
and
good.
just fully upfront. But he hadn't run away, so that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Are you practicing safe sex with him?
Yes.
Good. So he's really. Are you taking him to see your family?
We're not ready
there
for that
yet.
yet. No, I mean let's get through Thanksgiving. Maybe at Christmas I'll walk him through the door with a big bow on his head, and that'll be my gift to the family. Hey, look. Yeah, so we got to pace ourselves on that.
You think they'd be accepting of a partner for you?
Again, I think it's got to be baby steps.
That's understandable.
It's got to be baby steps.
They've come.
I'm just glad I found someone. He says I make him very happy. I know he makes me happy, and it's great.
Is he attending the support group with you sometimes?
Yes.
Good. So he knows all the ins and outs of what's going on with you and
Yeah.
everything. Good. That's great.
That's kind of part of the process. You got to be open about all this.
Mhm.
You have to be transparent, I guess is the better word.
Do you feel you have the support system you need so when we end our relationship as far as the counseling and all that, that you're going to have that support that you need going forward?
I think so. I mean, I can say yes today, but then if something pops up, I may not know.
Right.
But yeah, right now I think it's good.
Okay. Okay. So you feel that you have people you can go to and talk to if you get kind of stressed out or worried or overwhelmed? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that we're at a good place where I think you're ready to move on without me. But I've really enjoyed talking with you and going through all this.
Well, I got dreams I got to talk about. We can't end this today. We have come too far.
Well, I think it's time, and you have moved on to where you have a partner that you can share those dreams with.
And we do, yes.
So I think he's going to be the one to take up where I left off.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.